Hey everybody, welcome back. Wow, this crazy beef just keeps going back and forth. I know that Kendrick yesterday would like us, got everybody be bopping and moving through the city. It is definitely a dance banger. And it's curious to see Drake respond right now with the Heart Part 6. And it's crazy because Kendrick and Drake are literally so petty right now at this stage of the beef that literally like they're just going after different things that Drake does, and Drake's going after whatever Kendrick's doing. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm curious to see what Drake does, because right now I think Kendrick slightly in the lead, and we're about to see if this kind of brings them level or maybe it could make them on top. So I'm curious to see it. Heart Part 6. Let's see what Drizzy Drake got to say. Hmm. Oh, okay. First off, Dave Free in the background. He's toying with Kendrick a little bit. Remember, he said that he had a kid. Whitney, his wife, is having a kid with Dave Free, his homie, and he's raising him pretty much. So we'll see.
All right. The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me.
I'm just gonna say right now, I could tell Drake is really on that mode right now, where it's like I'm tired of all this bullshit. I'm really just gonna go straight to bars. Like all this meme stuff that I was doing before and all this stuff, it was all pretty and cute leading up to the anticipation to have Kendrick drop. Now he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do what I know how to do, and I'm gonna spit bar for bar with you, and let me see if I could come up on top, which honestly you should have been doing it from the get go. Just because Kendrick's always been that type of artist, you know. Rick Ross has kind of been the person that I would have said that would have worked for in a diss, but not with Kendrick. Kendrick just spits bars, and that's really all he does. He takes it serious. He doesn't do really of that social media thing. You just see him drop, and that's why I think his factor was kind of bigger, which kind of hurt Drake in this scenario in this rap beef, having Kendrick not being able to drop before, but he's getting Kendrick to drop. So we'll see.
1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you get in your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's
Okay,
11.
whoa. They waited a week and they plotted this information. Okay, so now we're kind of getting deeper to what we wanted. We wanted those receipts that where Kendrick was accusing Drake on some things.
We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you
It is kind of silly now. Like if Drake was really the mastermind to plot these things in Kendrick's camp, like I don't care how cool he rapped that bar, it's honestly checkmate. Like Drake is pretty much telling him like this is what I did, and like all these people are telling me, all your fans are saying this is my expiration. Ooh, um, but Drake's ready to go. Obviously, I mean he's ready. He's been prepared. And one thing that people cannot say about Drake is, regardless of how they feel this battle is going, this dude is not going away. He's not shying away from any beef. He's literally saying, "Hey, you rap some things about me. I'm gonna show you that I'm still here."
use the jokes and the medication, Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga. I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why?
Yo, he's petty, bro. I've been telling you, Drake's the most petty homie I've ever known. Like seriously, petty, and he will make sure that he has the last laugh in anything that he does. And I said this in the beef because people always bring this up that he petty enough when they came to Pusher. That's always been the big Drake's career, to be honest with you, was when he was going to Pusher. But honestly, Drake was not a the kid Adotic really come out. And that shock factor really was just, bro, it doesn't matter what I come and say, like it's I mean, my right. But here, I mean, he feels like there's no surprise. Like and I commend Drake for that. And I commend they both could have just bounced, but they didn't.
Denying all of the
Whoa, whoa,
allegations.
whoa,
Why is she? What about we dug up in that
whoa.
excavation?
Okay.
And why is Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following free and I missed the morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months. The distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Can anything with a child? Let's get it now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather flip your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection.
All right, now it's getting some deep shit. Now Drake is pretty much saying that Kendrick got molested, which is wild. And I don't care what anybody says in this hip hop game, but there's no boundaries in it. And Drake felt it the last time that Pusha T brought Adonis to it. And that's a different thing. And Kendrick's doing the same thing though, calling him a pedo the whole time, bringing his whole family into it. It's pretty crazy. And the whole Whitney thing, like not denying the allegations, is crazy to me. Now I know these people are normal people, but both parties are like reacting. The one thing I will give Drake that I do like in this rap battle is I feel that he's addressing the allegations, where I feel like Kendrick just keeps pointing at Drake, which okay, that's great, but like I like that Drake's is able to write more of a story when it's coming to Kendrick, So Kendrick coming at him. So we'll see. That's just my personal touch. I know everybody's a little different, but that's just my personal touch.
You say you got molested. Oh, fuck me. I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with. It's so excessive. They're acting like it's so aggressive. But you just never known affection. I don't want to dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch my body by my right.
So I do not want to dish you anymore. I'm really second guessing. Is Drake telling us this is the end? We'll see.
Carry play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested.
I mean, I understand Drake going very blunt with that bar, but honestly, that the whole pedal stuff is really deep. This whole domestic violence stuff is very deep, and it's right now, in my opinion, the way the beef is just keep getting deeper and deeper. It's honestly getting to the point where it could be danger zone, because these guys just don't like each other at all. Now Drake might take a step back based on what he was saying, but I did feel like Drake said that also too. It matters if you listen to it. Like he's second verse that he might just take some time back after Kendrick at the Chinese restaurant. So Drake could just be but we're getting into some deep stuff, and like the way he has to address these pedo lines. I mean, I don't think he could do to like make it sound over bar, to be honest with you, than other than just to be like, if I was really such a pedo, right, that I would be arrested at this point. Like that's just not who I am, right? And you understand the angle you're trying to take because this is just something you've been through. Honestly, again, I have no idea if Kendrick's been through this, but it's some deep stuff. Really getting deeper into the beef because it started off so light hearted, in my opinion, when they came up with push ups and when he was calling him out on Taylor Made.
Too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and how they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. The shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents. But you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffed.
I mean, that is true. And this is why I will say this is a great hip hop track to respond to Kendrick, honestly. Because again, he just straight up spitting bars. Like it's not a joke. Family Matters has some jokes to it, right? He's talking about the short jokes and it's like, ha ha, I'm just throwing jabs like everything. Size 7, right? No, Drake's pretty much telling him, hey, like, this is what it is. This is who I am. This is who you are. And even in his kindest days at this point, like, he's calling Kendrick, I don't got time for your shit anymore. You could just tell like the disgust in Drake's right now. Like at this point right now in the battle, Drake sounds very disgusted. Like I'm done with this guy.
In each chamber, your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Ooh. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't want to fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly.
Wow. Second time that Drake has said that he's going to be done after the song. So maybe this is it for him. He doesn't care how many more songs that Kendrick's going to have. And that's very interesting.
You could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon. No wonder you turn a clout chaser.
And honestly, that is out there, by the way, that Kendrick did threaten to put his music off for R. Kelly if they were going to shut off R. Kelly with Spotify, which honestly is kind of wild of a take, by the way. So, I mean, that's not a good look for Kendrick at all. Not a good look at Kendrick at all. And not to say Drake hasn't had some things in his past that he didn't look good on, but I mean, that's just not a good look when he's coming at Drake for these pedophile things. And R. Kelly's like one of the biggest pedophiles out there. So, interesting.
They're doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. And Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise.
Wow. He's pretty much telling Kendrick's wife, like, if you need you, I got you. And when I hit you back, it's gonna be a lot safer. Man, he's still jabbing that domestic violence. And I mean, that's hip hop. Like I said, there's no boundaries in this game.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game, like, you know, but just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor, like.
Okay. Okay, Drake. Wow. Um, Drake ending it like that, wild. Um, that was that was crazy. Drake spit bars like I always knew he could. I love it. You know what's funny though is that, and both of these guys could spit bars, like no doubt. But Drake, literally, so many people have doubted him that he could actually have a pin to the game. And honestly, regardless if you have him losing, this dude is better than all of these other rappers that get challenged by somebody like Kendrick and would not even say nothing. Drake is at the number one. You could have Kendrick at number one, right? But these guys love the sport, and honestly, they were going at it. It's getting deeper though. You could tell. I'm curious because it sounds like to me Drake is done. I have a feeling Kendrick will drop another one. And it might be horrific stuff again. Um, because like I said, there's no boundaries in this hip hop game. And I'm curious if that will bait Drake back out. But he is right. Kendrick doesn't really drop that much, and it's crazy that somebody that people don't really even consider the one of the best pen writers, lyricists out there, could get somebody of that stature to respond to him so many times. You know, when this guy doesn't drop so many times at it, maybe every 2 years. I mean, J. Cole said it before he took back his this, but it's like he drops maybe a record every 30 months or something. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm very curious. To me, right now, how I have the battle is I have it tied. I don't think this like put Drake above Kendrick. And I like I said, I love Drake. So I mean, I'd be the first one to tell you if I felt like this was gonna put him up top. It just tied him in my opinion. I think if this were to end like this, I think he put up a great fight. And honestly, each stance could go at each other. The crazy thing, people, is like realize that Kendrick and Drake are beefing with each other, but honestly, like this is not real life. You still have to understand, like this is hip hop, right? So I'll be curious to see what goes from here. But I do think if Kendrick drops again, I do think Drake will be tempted to drop again because I mean, Kendrick's pen game is, I mean, magnificent. Like it's great. So I'm curious, Drake, great job responding. A lot of people didn't even think you would respond because last couple days and to even come out here and challenge him. Salute, brother. More life. I can't wait for more stuff. I look forward to it. I can't even wait to react to Kendrick, baby. DZ out.